Alright, so I guess I have COVID now. That's a thing that I have. Today I'm going to do a video describing to you what symptoms I had leading up to knowing that I have the virus and my recovery process. I am still recovering. So this video is going to be kind of long, so I'm going to split it up into two parts. First part being my symptoms leading up to getting tested. Second part being getting tested and recovery. So this is going to be part one. Stay tuned for part two. I am now on day 10 of my recovery from COVID, and I'm going to walk you through the process, kind of how I found out that I had it up until now, day by day. At first I was going to make this video because there's still a lot of stigma for some reason surrounding COVID. Excuse me, if I lay back like this during this video, it's because I am tired. That is one of the symptoms. Very strong fatigue. So if I lay back like this, because the light is shining in my face and I still have some eye sensitivity and fatigue going on. I wasn't going to post this video at first because there's so much stigma surrounding it. People start treating you differently when they find out that you have it. And not just like, oh, let me stay away from you, you have COVID. More like treating you like you're part of the problem that is COVID. It has affected so many people's livelihoods, their jobs, the way they just go about life, their income, finances, their day-to-day in such a negative way that I feel like when they find out that you have it, or when people find out that you have it, they start treating you funny, like I'm the reason why your bills are behind. No, it's not me. I'm not the reason why. Like, a lot of people have it, and a lot of people have it and are walking around with very mild symptoms like I had, and think that they just have a regular cold, or think that it's just a sinus infection, and it's not. It's the COVID. It's the coronavirus. It's the Rona. So I'm sharing this video with you because I had very, very, very mild symptoms, and it turned out to be corona. And had I not had the wherewithal to go and get checked, I would still be out spreading it around just thinking that I'm a little bit under the weather, and that was not the case. So here we go. Without further ado, how I survived coronavirus. Day one, back up. I have not been really much in the public. So I go out, do what I need to do, wear my mask, wash my hands. I've just had a baby. I have a 2-month-old baby. So I've really not been socializing as much as I normally do. Not even having anything to do with corona, but because I'm just 2 months postpartum. So that kind of threw a crook in my social life a lot. So I've been in the house with my baby mostly. I go out. I was going out to get my cup of coffee in the morning. If I had to run errands, I would go run errands. Like, me running errands is the equivalent of me going out to a party or going to the club. I go to Target and I feel like I'm on Granby Street. That's like a little bar hopping spot. Anyway, I haven't been shaking people's hands, touching people, being up on people. I stand 6 feet away from people. I really stand 6 feet away from people. And I still got it. So I'm trying to figure out how at this point. Day one, I woke up and I felt a little tickle in my throat. Nothing too alarming, just a little itchy scratchy. It did not hurt. It was slightly uncomfortable. I could go throughout my day and not even really notice it. Just clear my throat, cleared a little bit, and I was fine. I was fine in my mind. I was fine. I went throughout my day. I had the kids here. We're doing our regular thing. I think I filmed a video that day. Just went about my regular day that day. The next day, that's when things started to get real. I woke up with a fever. I had a fever. I could tell I had a fever. I was having the chills, the full-blown fever thing going on, and I had a headache at this point. Itchy throat, gone. That's one thing about corona, guys. The symptoms come, go, appear, disappear. One day you feel this way, one day you feel that way, and then one day you feel fine, the next day you feel sick. It's really a strange goings on with this virus. So I woke up with a fever and a headache. At this point, I'm like, is this corona? But still I'm thinking, no, it's not corona, because I was thinking that corona was going to be this big, dramatic, epidemic, pandemic disease. It was not. So I'm thinking I'm okay. I took some Tylenol. My scratchy throat was gone, like I said. I took the Tylenol. The fever went down. A little sickly, but still went about my day. I put my mask on at that point, and I told the older children to kind of stay away from me. And I'm still breastfeeding my 2-month-old, so you know, I try to kind of breastfeed him, put him down, not be doing too much cuddles, not kissing him. It kind of ramped up my washing of hands. The next day my fever was gone, disappeared. New symptom appeared the next day, the fatigue. I was napping a lot, like pregnant, tired, very, very, very tired. So I was taking naps for hours at a time. My sore throat was not there anymore. My fever was not there anymore. But I had developed a cough. I'm getting scared. My family and friends are starting to notice that I'm sick, because they're like, oh, well,
we're having a 4th of July event. Are you coming?
I'm like, don't think I should. There's just a few family gathering at one of my aunt's house, and they were like, are you coming? And I was like, I'm sick. Like, you sick? You sick? You're sick? What? You're sick? Well, what's wrong with you? I knew I shouldn't have came over there 2 weeks ago. This is how people act when you tell them that you don't feel well. This is why you kind of don't want to find out if you have it or not, because people are already treating you differently. People are already saying that you're like outbreak, you're suspect number one. I started coronavirus. That's how people, I feel like people are treating me in my mind. Maybe it was all in my head, but I felt like people were treating me different. So I didn't want to know if I had it. I was content to just write it out at home and not ever go get tested. I was just going to sit in the house for the 14 days and not go get tested. Day 4. All right. So I'm not having a fever anymore. I'm not having a sore throat. Now I have just the cough and the headache. The headache does not go away. The tiredness does not go away. And now I have a new symptom. And this is how I found out about my new symptom. My daughter came in the room and said, Mommy, the baby is stinky. And I said, I just changed him. He's fine. He doesn't stink. I don't smell anything. She was like, Mommy, yes, he does. Matter of fact, he has the whole room stinking. And I'm like, I don't smell anything. I checked the baby, put the butt to the face. I smelled his butt. I didn't smell anything. I opened that baby's pamper. He had a blowout. There was so much poop in his diaper. I took his diaper off, changed his diaper, took the dirty diaper, put it to my, this is gross, y'all. I put it right here. Took a big whiff. Nothing. I didn't smell anything. So this point, I'm thinking I have the symptom that they call anosmia. They don't talk about this symptom, but when I looked it up, I went on the internet, I went on the interwebs, on the Googles, and I Googled it, and it said that loss of sense of smell and taste is a symptom of the virus, guys. And I freaked out. I went to go eat something. I ordered Chick-fil-A from DoorDash, dipped my chicken strip into my Polynesian sauce, my favorite meal, my favorite sauce. I bit into it, and I couldn't taste anything. It is the weirdest symptom. It is so strange. It's such a strange sensation to not be able to taste, especially for a foodie like me. I love food, and I love Polynesian sauce more than freaking anything. So to not be able to taste my Polynesian sauce really is what made me decide that I had COVID and I needed to go get tested. Plus, I had my children there, and I had my baby. And I was so concerned that from everything that I had looked up, breast milk is still okay for babies, but you shouldn't have your baby within 6 feet of you. So I'm thinking, how am I supposed to breastfeed if I can't have my baby within 6 feet of me, and if I pump, I still have to put it in a bottle and feed him with my corona hands. Like, I'm not supposed to touch anything that he touches, but I still have to pump the milk, put it in the bottle, and feed him without touching him or being within 6 feet. It just didn't make sense. So that's why I decided to go get tested, y'all. That final symptom, the anosmia, that's what made me get scared enough to go get tested.